Akban called out, Ikame, to the wife, and asked, Anna mama? The wife responded, Iyo? And he sent back, Mfani bara, Mbok, which is please, when you finish, please come. Okay, was the reply from Effiong. Effiong is a young boy in the city of Connaught. He was so handsome to the point that every lady who passes by gets wet. He is gentle with his sexy eyes, a smoothing smiles he always sends across the white teeth. He avoids the crowd as though he is a ghost to lonely places, which makes many to desire knowing why. Why, Mr. Effiong? As he withdraws from the friends like a wounded lion to his coven, many will be looking for him to share their challenges to him, for his counsels are like the wisdom of the gods. Maybe because he seldom talks. He has no one particular place he goes to hide. He changes it so that people won't search him out. Sometimes in the forest and other times inside abandoned huts. He is not always scared if anything will hurt him there, for he was bittered within, and the smiles were covering a beast within. While there he always sings, Incest is essence to a set of gods with sealed sins. Incense is essence to a set gods with sealed sins. Oh, let the silence of the senses cease and cease. Oh, let the silence of the senseless senses cease. Comes sun, come stars, let the silence cease. Come sun, come stars, let the silence of the senses cease. Whenever he starts singing the song in the lonely places, the eyes will be heavy and red, like someone who escaped death from beats. Akban is the son of Eben Uto. In real pronunciation, Eben Uto, that is someone that is very small, you can carry up but without throwing the person down. When you carry the person up, your hand hangs in the air and it looks as if the person is stuck in the air. You cannot bring it down, you cannot leave it, it just hangs and glued with it. That is the meaning of Ebene Uto. So Mr. Akban is the son of this man called Ebene Uto, whom in the search of many sons married second wife, as the first wife gave him only a son with other girls before her demise. Mr. Akban was the carbon copy of the father. As handsome as him, the father loved him so much to the point that he hardly raised his hand on him, no matter what he has committed. Ebenebene Utoa married Eno to be a mother to his kids, and to make Ebenebene Utoa a proud father of many sons, as many sons were a very big achievement. I have a soldier, I have a hero, I have a lawyer, I have an engineer, I have these all in sons, I have farmers. After the marriage, Mrs. Eno came into the marriage with jubilation, as the man told her he already have children, so there will not be pressure to give birth. And secondly, the children that come in, she will not be lonely. The children of Ebenebene Utoa accepted Miss Eno and took her as the mom they didn't have. while Eno, on the other hand, took good care of them like a mother she is indeed. Eno did not tell Ebenebeno Utoa she had a daughter outside the wedlock during her teenage age. A year, 2 years later, 3 years gone into the marriage, there was no missing of period, not to talk of conception. It was far-fetched, in fact, very difficult to get like gold. Before things Christ requires replacement, it was already 5 years in the marriage. They tried every medical examination and advices they can get to find no joyful son. Ebenebeno Utoa started feeling as though he made a mistake in the marriage, as the goal for the marriage was beginning to look impossible. Eno started having the pressure she was not having before as people started talking. The entire failure and family looking issues pushed Ebenebeno Utoa into showering more love to Aban. No one beats Aban or shout at him, since he was the only son they can lay hold upon without having the father to face it. Eno resolved to bring her daughter to stay with her because she was becoming jealous of the level of love that is poured on this other one, and as a consolation to her. But how is she going to do it, since she did not inform her husband before the marriage? Finally, she innovated an idea of telling him her sister is desiring to come stay with them. The husband refused at first, but succumbed later. Mrs. Eno brought in her daughter into the picture. It was not long. It was obvious that she was her daughter. Everything revealed it. The character of the girl, her looks, and to worsen it, Eno cannot help to value and pamper her only girl child. Biologically, since others were not forthcoming, just as the man was doing towards the only son he had. Marriage is not a soldier robbing thing. It's not a place where the man and the woman rub shoulders. There can only be one pilot in a boat. The man noticed and embarked on hidden investigation to find out. It is not a coincidence. The girl was truly Eno's daughter. The man was angry. First, unfruitfulness. Second, pregnancy out of wedlock. What is this? And also lying about it. He felt deceived. He then demanded the marriage to come to an end. The girl to go, which Eno blatantly refused. Neither will the girl go or the marriage stopped. None of them will happen. The house became a war zone because you don't challenge a man, a commander in his territory. Both were wearing trousers to fight each time, breaking bottles, every properties in the house, setting many ablaze, while the children will all run to one corner, crying, watching their parents fight like cats and dogs. This made the children to hate the opposite sex. How can a home that was loving and caring, how can a home that was filled with peace and care, how can a home that they eat together, share stories together, do everything together with love, joy and harmony, turn into a hell, turn into a war zone where the person they saw before to be murder is wearing trousers to fight with the father. Now, while they are fighting, they are talking, the children are having revelations, things that were then not meant to have from the beginning of this is their mother, but now she is not their biological mother. They retrieved, they get bitter within them. The girls hated the opposite sex, the boys, while the boys hated the opposite sex, the girls. What an irony and a scattering of life and destiny. Enoch started maltreating the man's children in a way of the transfer of aggression. Later, the girls were given out as housemaids because the home was no longer a place to be called a home. The man will secretly go to the son's school, took him out to a canteen to buy food for him because he is not sure of what he was fed when he was not around as he was going to school. That is in addition of giving him money to buy things, whatever he wants daily, indirectly spoiling the boy without knowing. Because the boy gets used to eating outside, gets used to squandering money, eating whatever he wants. Look at somebody trying to raise a criminal, in quotes, a mismanager, in quotes. Enoch, on the other hand, will prepare small delicacies secretly. The home is spoiled. Secretly, he will prepare delicacies, feed the daughter. Then they will prepare a kind of meal that animals will reject for everyone to take. Imagine the family. Because Mr. Aban is cautious, don't want this son to be starved to death. He'll be feeding him, they'll be eating secretly outside. What a home. Somebody said to Fiakwa, God forbid. One day, evil thought came to Mrs. Enoch, and she reasoned, if Ebenebene Otoa is not able to impregnate me, maybe his son, being younger and 18, his sperms will be stronger, and his cucumber. Yes, I remember the name. His cucumber, that's the popular name that we know it, will be. She started showing Aban goodness. Abba, I hope there's no skeleton in the cupboard. There's no snake in the green grass. This kind of turning around of showing Mr. Aban goodness. Anyway, let's see. She started showing him goodness and care. Peace came back gradually. She started playing with the boy with a lot of pampering. After she felt the hearts of the boy and the husband have been won for them to be free around the home, the man came. Now go out freely without thinking about the boy at home. She gradually started planting evil thoughts on the boy. Casually, she would sit loosed before the boy to the point of allowing her wrapper to fall as though it was a mistake, just to seduce the boy. When the boy is coming into the room to pick something, she will allow her wrapper to fall out of her hands, revealing every creature, every good thing God has created in a woman. The boy will be feeling very bad and apologizing as his emotions were tormented without knowing that it was a trick and a luring. She will always say, it's okay, don't worry, it's okay, don't worry. Later, she moved into the higher level of the seductive practices. She was taking her bath. Once she's taken her bath, she asked the boy to come scrub her back with sponge. Each time she do this, nobody will be at home, as she will send her daughter on an errand. If the boy attempts to refuse, she will threaten him. The next day, she called the boy to the room handing him over the cream to rub her back. This continued till one day she told the boy that she loved her and loved the family, that it is not that she is bad, but that the father is not man enough to pregnant her. So that is why she wants him to sleep with her, to bear sons and other siblings for him, and the children for him and the father, and give him brothers, since he is the only one. She asked the boy, will you like to be the only son? When others come to fight against you, there will not be other brothers to defend you. The boy said no. Is this boy falling into this? Let's see. Please, you can like, share and subscribe so that you'll not be missing other things. Please, you have to watch to the end. This is good, getting interesting. Imagine a stepmother losing her rapper, revealing everything without parties and on this to a teenage boy whose blood is already hot. My dear, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what this boy is going to do. What is this boy going to do? Is he going to fall into this, even with a threat? Who will believe you as a boy that your stepmom, who is bigger than you, is doing this against you? Nobody will believe you. Who knows how many teenagers that are going into this? Please, let's continue. She further stated that she loved him. I love you. I love you. I cannot live without you. I'm dying for you. I love you so much, but your father is making things so difficult, and that no one will know. Please, no one will know, as they will look alike, and that she don't want to go outside the family or the blood or the line. She promised the boy that it will be a secret between them. Even promised the boy it will be sweet, in that she will touch him, teach him, love him, and give him everything he needs in life, that he will not suffer. She started caressing the boy with hands and lips, together with other good promises. The boy refused and pushed her away, saying that he cannot do that against his father. Is somebody clapping for this boy? This boy requests a standing ovation. He said, I love my father so much, and I cannot do this evil against my father. Some other boys would have just jumped into such opportunity. The stepmom was angry and furious for being rejected. You scoundrel, you idiot, just like father, like son. You rubbish fool. Look at a rat I'm trying to help. She said, if that is the case, you, Abban, will suffer. You will see rot, and even threaten to send him out of his father's house to go stay with people as a houseboy. Mr. Abban did not mind. He rather chose to suffer, and he ran out of the house. What a bold boy, teenager. Eno started maltreating Abban again. She will give him rubber bigger than him to go fetch water from the stream, treat him like a houseboy to the point of giving him her undies to wash for her, which when Abban refused, he will beat him. Somebody will say, then where is the father? It was not very long. Master Abban was sent out, just like the sister and the way the stepmom said it, to go serve as a housemaid to a particular family very far from the town, as if it was a planned ordeal. On getting to the family, Master Abban was hated by the madam. Hatred from the stepmother at home, hatred from the madam that he also went to serve as a houseboy. Mr. Aban, they wrote hatred for your head? Hey, Aban wondered, is it a destiny thing or what? But on this one, the hatred was coming because the last son of the madam is a wayward child. After watching added films and pictures at night, he will be forcing Master Aban to practice what he has been watching with him. If Aban refused to accept or do this, he will beat Master Aban and still report him to his mother, the madam, with lies, why the madam will believe the son and not Master Aban, thereby hating Master Aban. Please, people should not send their sons or their daughters as housemaid, no matter the goodness, no matter what they promise. You may not know what these housemaids go through. If it is a female houseboy, what she is going through from the oga. If it is a male houseboy, what he is going through with the madam or the children of the madam. They will not say as teenagers they are. They will battle with a lot of things in their mind. Please, parents, take note. The last son of the madam will still use and abuse things in the house just to land it on the head of Master Aban. Housemaids don't say what they go through, both the boys and the girls. Throughout nights at various places, at a point, Master Aban had to run away from the place to a no man's land, still singing that his song. Incense is essence to a set of ghosts with seed sense. Incense is essence to a sense goes with all seed sense. Incense is essence to a set of ghosts with seed sense. Oh, 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 let the silence of the senses cease. Oh, oh,
Purchase your tracks today.
let the silent sense of God's senses come, sun, come, stars. Let the silence of the senseless cease. Come, sun, come, stars. Let the silence of the senseless cease. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Subscribing to African Relaxing Tales of the G's. If you have not subscribed, you are wrong. If you like it, just like. If you can comment. If you can share. The stories with her you are